Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. This is PJ Ortega and you're watching the Diary of a Social Climber. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing great and I hope you're doing fine. I have a very special video today and thank you for watching this video because in today's video, I will be sharing my life to you. We will not be talking about any makeup. We will not be unboxing luxury stuff. We will not be talking about foundations, concealers, and nice stuff. But rather in this video, I would like you to join me as I walk you through my life as a transgender woman. This is something that is very, very close to my heart, and I hope that you will join me. The reason why I decided to make this video is because there's a lot of controversy surrounding the LGBTQIA community as of the moment. There's the CR issue, there's the SOGI bill, and there's a lot of talks about whether this should be passed in Congress and in the Senate as a bill or not. What are the pros and cons? I will not be talking about that. I will be talking about my life as a transgender woman, and I will be talking about my point of view as a transgender woman so that you guys would have a better understanding of how we think, how we live, and what are the things that we're fighting for as a human being. So again, I am not here to provide you with a SOGI 101 because I am not an expert on that field. And I am not here to preach or to belittle the opinions of other people. I am just here to share and at least perhaps and hopefully enlighten you guys. So are you ready? Let's go and let's start. Hi, so I'm already on my way to the office and I just want to start by saying that even though that I was born with the male genitalia, as far as I can remember, siguro 3-4 years old, I know that I am different. Though I play with my brother, with my older brother, and I still play G.I. Joe, cars, and all that, I tend to gravitate towards girl stuff. I am happier and more at ease when I play with dolls, luto-lutuan, office-officean, teacher-teacheran with my girl cousins. So I know as early as 4 years old, I am different and I love girl stuff. And as I was growing up, especially in grade school when I was in Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, all boys school, I started having crush with my classmates. In college, I tend to make barkada with my girl classmates in Siena College. So I know for a fact that I really am different. And I'm starting to learn that I want to be a woman. My mom accepted me for who I am when I was in high school. And by the time that I started college, that's when I start growing my hair, taking female hormones, and really transition to the woman that I want to be. That's when I started fulfilling what I think is right for me based on what I think and what I feel. That's when I started making myself and living a life as a girl or as a woman. It was back in college when I get to really realize that I am a woman. Deep inside, I am a woman. So I started working on myself, making sure that I think, act, live, and deal with people as a woman. I started working on my looks, taking all the necessary hormones that would change the way I look, the way I speak, the way I dress, everything. I've changed that in order for me to be seen as a woman, because that's how I feel inside. From the deepest part of my heart, I know that I am a woman. Currently, I work for the biggest private employer here in the Philippines. I started out as an agent, but now I am a senior manager for regulatory compliance. I actually handle regulatory, contractual obligations, and corporate compliance policies and procedures. I deal with a lot of executives. More so, I deal with a lot of Fortune 500 companies, their CEOs, their presidents, directors, and vice presidents, everyone in the United States, in the UK, and also here in the Philippines. And I have not experienced any type of discrimination. There was no discussion whatsoever of my gender identity. I am measured not because of who I am and what is my gender identity, but everything is based on as how I perform and how I get to manage my work and basically produce what is needed when it comes to my job function. I am lucky enough to really get into a job or an environment or a company that actually do not look at gender preference, gender identity, or sexual orientation. Rather, they look at the capability and the capacity and the ability of a specific person. And I think that is how we should be as a society. We do not look at the gender identity. We do not look at the facade. Rather, we need to dig into that person and know who he or she really is and what her capabilities are as a person. Maraming magsasabi na, because you're a senior manager, you're an executive in your company, that's why you're not being discriminated. No. I actually started as an agent, as a common agent. But I remember from the start, even though I'm new sa company, I haven't experienced discrimination. I was accepted as a woman. I was seen, treated, and dealt with as a woman only because I presented myself to them as a woman, as a decent person, as a decent woman. I think that's how we should present ourselves to the society. If we really want to be accepted as a woman, act the part, work the part, live the part. Show you our, here we have our male restroom, our women's restroom, and of course we have our all gender restroom. Anyone can use this restroom regardless of gender identity or expression. For the last 12 years that I've been working for this company, I've been using this restroom and I haven't encountered any issues. I have not encountered any trouble. I felt that I'm a woman inside this restroom. I am treated like a woman and as a woman inside this restroom by other people. My employment 12 years ago up until now, I've been using this restroom. This is how the all gender restroom looks like. If you don't identify yourself as a trans woman, and if you're a gay man or a queer and you feel you're not safe inside the male restroom, this is where you can go actually. This is an all gender restroom provided by the company. Now, talking about the recent CR incident, and a lot of questions people are asking is why do we need to use the female CR? Basically, biologically, pinanganak kaming lalaki. I've been explaining to some of my FB friends that yeah, we were born male, but deep inside our hearts, we are female. We want to be treated as female because that's how we are and that's who we are. And going to the female CR is something that we feel is right for us. Going to the male CR is parang mali. Hindi ka ni dapat doon. And besides, looking at me entering a male CR, it will be very awkward. I will subject myself to a lot of scrutiny and probably humiliation, and I will subject the male people inside the male CR to a lot of discomfort, right? A lot of people would say na pag may genitalia pa ng lalaki, dapat sa lalaki mag-CR kahit mukha pa siyang babae. Even though that we haven't changed our genitalias, we can still be considered as women because that's how we feel. That's how we want to live, and that's how we want to be recognized. Wala sa genitalia ang pagiging babae. Tulad ng lalaki at tulad ng straight na babae, wala sa genitalia ang tunay na pagkalalaki. At wala rin sa genitalia ng babae ang tunay na pagkababae. That is how you act. That is how you present yourself, and that is how you live your truth. There were also discussions about the safety of real women or straight women when they share the public restrooms with transgender women. Why? Because straight men can dress up like women or a trans woman and commit voyeurism, commit rape or pambabastos or what have you. My understanding here is that once you leave your house, you subject yourself to the dangers of the street. You are exposing yourself. Once you leave your house, once you leave the door of your house, you are exposing yourself to a lot of predators. It is the government's responsibility to make the Philippines and all the places in the Philippines safe, and it is your responsibility to ensure that you safeguard yourself. I don't think a transgender woman will go out of her way developing her looks, pag-aksayahan ng pera, panahon, para baguhin ang itsura niya, para maging ganap siyang babae, para lang silipan ang kapwa niya babae. We would not commit voyeurism to a gender that we identify with, right? And if you feel that there's someone who is pretending to be a transgender woman entering the female CR, then you need to be very vigilant. You need to be very careful. Report that right away. That is your responsibility. Your responsibility is to safeguard yourself. After all, what we're talking about is a public place. It's not a private CR. It's a public restroom that we're talking about. Everyone is responsible in making sure that you are safe. Diba? I just want to throw this out there that the issue of trans women is very sensitive for me because that is my life. That is who I am as a person. I just want to share with you na yung pakiramdam na minsan tatawagin kang sir ng ibang tao. I don't know if sinusubukan ka ba nila, inaasar, kinukutya, o talagang nagkamali lang sila at tinawag kang sir. Sobrang nakakainis. Sobrang napakasakit at sobrang tumatagos sa puso namin, lalo na ako. I feel that whenever someone calls me a sir, may it be by a mistake or sinasadya, feeling ko that person disregarded everything that I've worked for from college up until now. Feeling ko na-discredit ang buong pagkatao ko. Na-discredit lahat ng pinaghirapan ko. Ganon kalalim para sa akin at para sa karamihan ng trans women yung kutsain ka. Or hindi ka man kutsain is magkamali at i-refer pa rin ikaw as a man. That's how serious it is for us. That's how heartbreaking it is for us if people blatantly sabihin sa harapan namin na lalaki pa rin ang tingin namin sa'yo. Kahit anong sabihin mo, lalaki ka pa rin. Napakasakit. One thing I told myself when I was still young, back in college, when I decided that this is the path that I want to take, that I will be a woman, is that it will be very difficult. There will be a lot of challenges. There would be a lot of roadblocks. And there will be a lot of hurtful words that people will tell me. There will be a lot of judgment coming from different people. So yun palang hinanda ko na ang sarili ko, that this will be a very difficult path to take. And by readying myself, I actually changed my path. I didn't go to the normal path a trans woman would take. I ensured that I would educate myself, that I would graduate, that I will work in a corporate setting, proving my worth, proving my capability, and proving to myself and to the world that even though I am a transgender woman, even though that I am different from everybody else, I have the same ability as you are. I have the capability to succeed in life, just like normal straight men and women. I did not demand or begged for respect. I actually worked my way up and earned respect. And that's one thing that I always tell my younger sister, who is also a transgender woman, and my inak-inakans, yung mga batang kaibigan ko, yung mga batang nakikilala ko at napapalapit sa akin, I always tell them that respect is very important. That respect is something that is not demanded. You do not demand for that. That is something that you learn from within yourself, something that you develop within yourself, and something that you will earn eventually. Dapat yung respeto would start from yourself. You should act decently, dress decently, proper decorum, proper way of treating people, respecting others. Yun ang importante. Yun ang importante, and that is something that is lacking with a lot of the LGBT members of today, especially the young ones. They feel that they are entitled. They feel that since they are LGBT members, they can be very loud, they can be very rowdy, and they can be very papansin. Diba? Which is not right. Tapos pag ikaw ang sinita, pag ikaw ang pinuna, you will cry foul and you would say respect, respect, respect. But to begin with, you did not respect yourself and you failed to respect the people around you. Aminin man natin o sa hindi, meron at merong iilan na members ng LGBTQIA community, or even trans women to be precise, na talaga namang mambabastos, bastusin, let's say, or they would act inappropriately in public places. And people tend to judge not the behavior, but the gender as a whole. Ang laging negative connotation yan, ganyan talaga yung mga baklang yan. Ganyan talaga yung mga yan, mga members ng LGBTQIA. We cannot stop them from thinking that way. Mali, oo. They should be targeting the behavior and not the gender identity. But again, you're putting the whole community at risk because of your behavior. Dahil sa behavior ng iilan, lahat nadadamay. And that is the sad truth. sorry. I said I don't want to be preaching and, ayoko magpangaral, ayoko magpaka-self-righteous at ayokong yung ganun ba. Pero yun kasi talaga ang sinasabi ko sa mga anak-anakan ko or dun sa mga friends ng kapatid kong transgender din. Those are the usual things na lagi kong pinapaalala sa kanila. Develop yourself. Magkaroon kayo ng trabaho para hindi kayo tatapakan ng ibang tao. At more importantly, present yourself well to the public. Act decently always. Yun ang lagi kong turo sa kanila. I think hindi man ako activist, hindi man ako active sa lansangan like other gay activists. Pero I think that's the only ambag that I can give to the LGBT community by teaching the young ones, teaching a few LGBTQ members, and educating the people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and especially the friends that I have in Twitter, in Facebook. So ayun lang magiging ambag ko actually talaga. Because you cannot expect me to go to the streets, no? Because it's so mainit and so mausok. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's the only way that I can contribute to the LGBT community. Hindi man siya impactful, hindi man siya visible, but I can say that in my own little way, I am able to touch the lives of a few transgender women and able to impart to them my experience and some of my life lessons, and also educate some of my friends sa Facebook and Twitter. I think social media is also a very powerful tool nowadays in order for you to disseminate information and spread education. Mas mabilis yun kaysa sa kalye. I just want to touch on religion very quickly. I don't want to deal and dwell on religion very long. Pero I just want to say that I think it is between me and my God, and no other person in this world can tell me that I would go to hell, I would go to heaven, or what you're doing is a sin and what you're doing is right. I think it's just God who can judge me. I'm a devout Roman Catholic. I was born and baptized as a Roman Catholic. I actually went to Lourdes School, which is run by Franciscan priests, and Shana College, which is run by Dominican sisters. I know how to pray the rosary. I go to Mass every Sunday. I know that I was born different and I live differently, but I am answerable to my God and not to anybody else. And besides, being a trans woman is not in the 10 Commandments. Yung pakikiapid ay nasa 10 Commandments. Yung pagnanakaw ay nasa 10 Commandments. Yung pagkamkam ng gamit ng iba na hindi sa'yo ay nasa 10 Commandments. Pero yung pagiging transgender woman, wala. So I think it is not for a common mortal person to judge me kung tama bang ginagawa ko o hindi. Bottom line of all of this is that we just want to live our truth. Kung ano ang authentic self namin. We just want to show that to the world and live our own life knowing that this is who we are and this is where we are happy and we're comfortable with. And if you cannot accept that and you still think differently, so be it. We will not force you to believe the same way that we do. But always remember, we can respect each other all the time. That is diversity and inclusion. Accept that we are all diverse. But since we are living in the same world, we should all be included. Yun lang. Thank you so much. Sorry, I tend to get emotional at times. Pero I thank you for joining me in this video. Thank you for staying with me and listening to everything that I've said. Thank you so much. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Diary of a Social Climber. Just hit the subscribe button over there before you leave. Thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. Happy social climbing, everyone. Love, love, love. Bye.